Service of Kwaito star and Trompies member Emmanuel Matsane is taking place in Soweto this morning. He will be buried, we understand, at the Westpark cemetery. Our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa is there for us. She joins us now live. Mbali, thank you very much indeed for coming on. Tell us, what are you witnessing there?
Good morning, Blaine. We've been here from as early as 8:30 in the morning. We've been waiting for the family and the funeral procession to make its way to this very hall that is right behind us, where the ceremony and the service, the final service, will be held, and all his friends and those who knew him and family members will bid their final farewell to this giant, musical giant. Essentially, South Africans will know him as one of Trompies members, and we will also remember him, his quirks really, on one music video that is quite popular. I really don't know how to explain this, but it's a music video where he's basically just joking around, talking, asking the question, who told my lover that I drink a lot of alcohol. We understand that he passed away in a car accident shortly after a performance just around Soweto. But I'm not alone here. I'm joined by one of Trompies members, popularly known as Jakaros, and he's going to basically detail how he's going to remember this particular individual and member of the group. Thank you so much for speaking to us. This is obviously a very sad moment for Trompies, having to lose and bid farewell to one of your very own members, you know, and he will obviously always be remembered for that one particular song. How will you remember him as a member of Trompies?
You know, I remember Mjokes as a leader, you know, a developer, you know, a composer, a songwriter. He was a director at Kalawa Chismi. A jolly good fellow, you know. He used to crack jokes, escalating, you know. He was a God-loving somebody, you know, a responsible guy, you know, and you know, his legacy, the love of music, you know, to put South Africa on the map, you know, to like the young and up, a young upcoming artist, you know, you know, because he developed as the likes of Maporisa, you know, Mazengo Ngayo. Is my sister, you know.
So tell me something. His nickname is called Mjokes or Mjokes, or did he get this name because of his jokes, as you've just explained to us? You know, he does seem to be one of those people who's full of jokes, and this I'm taking this from that one particular music video where he was really just playing around.
Jokes is taken from his name, Mjalifa. But, you know, utanda jokes, because we used to hang around with Snyaka, and, you know, Snyaka was a comedian, you know, musician and all that. And then jokes, you know, like Snyaka's character, you know, of keeping peace around everybody, you know. So, igama laka Mjokes lamlandela ngokuba lithathe from Jalifa, but now he was we all represent uSnyaka ngama jokes, you know, a group in yet, you know, athanda ukukhipha peace and then sihlala sihleka. So that's why we say, hey, when our ploma noSnyaka, now uSnyaka wahamba, now uhlala usikhipha isithukutezi. So he was a kind of guy, a jolly good fellow, you know, a loving father to his children, and then, you know, I'm heartbroken, you know.
No, certainly. I think I can see that you're drawing similarities between himself and Usnyaka, and I think South Africans will remember Usnyaka as also one of those people who was full of jokes. I mean, and we can always remember that from the titles of his songs like Chisampama and so on. So these were two people who generally were quite playful and who were comedians in the group, and obviously who tried to restore the peace. We understand that.
And he was intelligent, and he was an advisor, That's why we lost a giant here. We lost a person, a good person, Angazi thina Trompies njengoba hambile. How are we gonna cope? Are we gonna start a new chapter? Because he was a leader, Most of our songs we Mjokes because leader, And atata initiative leyo ukuthi we must write this song because Mjokes would just joke about something and then would write a song about it. He was that kind of a person. In fact, music was his life, and the company Kalawa Jazmi, his family, Trompies was his family, And mangithi ngiyamcabanga the last time ngihlukana naye bokulapha vela besenza ishow edisofing ezone 10 Meadowlands last ngoba Ndofaya Meadowlands isawa hood kula siphuma khona. So besidlala lapha ukuthi arts and culture yona they want Trompies Tebe and Kanyane and other artists to come and perform there for arts and culture. And that was the last time Mangta to Kulmane after the show. Ati mfethu ngiyahamba ngiyekhaya nawo hawuhambe ngithi ngisaphlumile athi mina ngiyahamba kunje wena you are a vampire ufuna ukuhamba ngeenkathi zabathakathi we were joking about that and then wahamba wathi angiyakushiya ndoda mina bese ngahamba after yena but in the morning saze izibuhlungu.
And speaking of the Soweto Festival, I understand that, and arts and culture, I understand that they have taken the time and this opportunity to honor him with an award that you will be presenting to the family.
Yeah, I think about irrespective, I appreciate, that shows that Mjokes was recognized. Yabona khona ku arts and cultures offices and nalaba basebenza khona. So ngiyamukela mina and ngiyababonga ukuthi ba honor Mjokes with this award. Ngiyakubonga mfethu. Ngiyakubonga uthiyama. Ngoba this was the last show sinaye Soweto arts and culture. Yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is.
May his soul be in eternal peace, and so his spirit will forever be with us.
Thank you. There you have it. That was one of Trompies members just speaking to us about how he will remember Mbalenhle Mthethwa as a leader of the group and basically someone who's actually led and come up with a lot of the songs that they have performed and they have become very popular about and that have actually made them popular and put their name as Trompies on the map in South Africa. Essentially also quite grateful over the fact that the Soweto Arts and Culture Festival has awarded Mbalenhle with an award which will be handed over to the family a little later on. They're very grateful over that. And he's also spoken about the fact that he was a comedian within the group and a peacekeeper in the group, just basically comparing him to other Kwaito giants like Osnyaka, who was also quite a comedian. South Africans will know him as the Chisampama hitmaker. So basically just explaining and describing this person and describing how they are cut up by his passing and how they are not sure how they will continue as Trompies without him. However, this is obviously going to be a very difficult path for them. We understand that there are some cabinet ministers that are also going to be attending this particular funeral. Earlier on, we got news that Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula is also making his way to the funeral. The funeral procession has made its way inside, and the ceremony is about to start. After what seemed to have been an hour's delay, we understand that the ceremony was meant to start at 9 a.m. this morning. However, the funeral procession only arrived just a few minutes, just over 10 minutes ago, and the ceremony seems it's going to start right now, and we're going to take you inside, and we will be bringing you live visuals from inside as people bid farewell and say their final goodbyes to this old school Kwaito musician and Kwaito giant, who also seems to have been passionate about trying to at least, groom the next generation of musicians. We are in Soweto right now. We are at a place called Muroka. We're at Muroka Community Hall at this stage. Earlier on, we tried to go to the funeral home, but unfortunately, we were unable to get there, and we found ourselves here waiting for this the ceremony to start. It has started, and we will take you inside right now.
Yeah, and Mjokes
back to you,
will
studio.
be remembered as a family man also, who was very versatile in his craft. That was a very insightful interview that you've done there, Mbalenhle. Thank you very much indeed. We will no doubt bring our viewers live visuals of this funeral procession or funeral proceedings when it does start. Mbalenhle Mthethwa, they're live for us in Soweto. Thank you very much. Let's take a quick break.